So here we are in Ashby Ivanhoe, a place I've always wanted to visit because it's a fantastic name. And we are watching Ashby Ivanhoe Knights v Kilworth in the Leicestershire County League Cup. Nice little, quiet little ground. Yeah, it's friendly enough. Quite a lot better than I was expecting, actually. But they are FA standards, so just a nice little ground though. Looks quite a new sort of build, to be honest. I haven't really looked at much about the club, so I'll have to do that. Excuse me, after the game. But yeah, it seems like I've got a new ground. So let's have a quick look around for you. As you can see there, I've got a nice little wooden terrace there. And there's a game going on there. And then there's a little stand over there. There's another one. I think you might just be able to pull it out just between where that green netting is behind the goal. There's a small stand there, and behind that there's like a nice little clubhouse as well, to be fair. So it's a nice little place. Not the easiest place to get to in the world, but we got here, so I was thinking about staying over, but I think I'm going to, well, I know I can get home really. I'm going to get a taxi to Burton for 20 quid, that's what I got quoted. Get a train home, which is much better and cheaper obviously than a nice hotel, which is more time away from work and stuff, and it would be like 50, 60 quid, what have you, and I don't, so that would be, so it's much easier to just go home. So I'm really pleased with that I've got managed to find a way home, because I was pretty resigned to having to stay, but just come up with it yesterday. I thought, I wonder if there is just having a look where the local towns were, so it is doable. So that's good. So it's a nice little place, and it's not been the greatest of games so far. There we go, another goal there. It hasn't been the greatest of games so far, but yeah, it's a nice little place, and another ground ticked off, and another game for the season. So I think it's 37 now for the season, so we're getting on quite well. I think if I get to 100 this year, I'll be happy. Obviously last year got over 220, even with the breaking up in March with everything, with the COVID thing. But I think if I get 100 this year, I'll be pleased. Apart from the other thing I was going to mention was the conference thing, which I was talking about earlier. So they've made a statement. They made a bizarre statement which didn't really give you any news, but from what I understand now, what the BBC are saying on the radio there, that there's going to be a funding package involving the FA and the Premier League and the government, which is going to allow the conference to restart, because it was I think they're just in favour of restarting. It was like 13 to 11, I think the vote was, or something like that. So you can't have that many teams not happy with starting or thinking that they might go bust for starting. So they've got to guarantee some sort of package. So they're saying that it might be Monday or Tuesday before these three organisations, the FA, the Premier League and the government, all get in with each other and see how much they can spread the costs across the three of them. And whether that's going to last us to the end of the season or not, I don't know. Disappointing, really. I think football without fans is nothing. So I don't think they should do it. I think they should just mothball it, to be honest. Because I was understanding that a lot of players had signed their waivers that if the season didn't start, the contracts wouldn't count. So it would be easier for teams to mothball players, mothball the club for the season. So I was under that extreme that was going to be the extreme measure that they could take. But I think what's coming a light is that maybe players that have been their previous seasons have got like 2-year contracts or 3-year contracts and all that. Obviously, they haven't signed these waivers, so the clubs are still going to have to pay them, and that's where they're going to struggle. And so that's why they want to start it. I still don't think they should. I think football at any level without fans is just ridiculous. So I think that's going to last probably all season. We're probably not going to get in because it's going to be at least 6 months before they start trials again. So that's March. I mean, the season's due to end in May. But you might get back in for the last month, maybe. Maybe. But you can't guarantee anything. I don't think we will. So that's really disappointing. We'll try and watch the games best we can from outside grounds, but it's going to be a slog of a season, really. And that's disappointing. But there you go. See if we can get some of these lower league grounds in and do some hopping as well. So got something to cheer up. Anyway.